All right, you guys. Hell yeah. Welcome to London Roars. Hello, hello. We got Kirk and Todd here from KuF Band. Fuck yeah.
Hello, everybody.
If you don't know KuF yet, go check them out. We're going to be premiering a video for them tonight, playing some of their other tunes. Been talking with Todd a little bit backstage, so to speak, here. But Kirk, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
It's going well, man. So you play the skins I see there behind you?
Yes, sir. I got some Rogers XP8 monster kit I'm working on. I bought 2 Rogers XP8 kits the last couple of years, and I'm trying to piece them together for a double bass monster kit.
Fuck yeah, right on. More power to you.
and he has a kit here.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And the electronic kits over there.
Right on. Always nice to have a kit where you're going. Dukester, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Very
another
good.
day.
Excellent, man. Well, we got some good rock and roll for you tonight. We also have a beautiful Scar coming in a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
I believe all the way from Santa Cruz. Todd, where are you guys from? Where is KuF out of?
We are King George. It is about an hour south of Washington, Baltimore, an hour away from Richmond, so we're kind of right there. Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. We got family up in Virginia. Might see you around sometime or come check out one of your gigs. We'd love to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sounds
and
cool
then
to me.
So the whole band is primarily right there. It's
yeah. Well, originally it was just me, and then I put out an ad, and then Kirk answered it, and I was like, we'll just jam, screw around, see what's going to happen. There was no kind of big intentions of anything, really. It's just I wanted somebody to jam with.
And then who are the other members in the band?
And then we started gelling. So then we got Chris on bass, who happens to live in town too. And then after that we thought, well, now I guess we got to find a singer. So, because I ain't singing, nobody else is. So we ended up trying some people out and some crazy people, some just all over the board.
Excellent.
And then we ran into Allie, and then we're like, yeah, she'll do. For sure.
Yeah, she's got some kick-ass pipes, man.
Yeah, I knew from that first practice because she showed up, and usually I can barely hear a singer, and I don't pay attention to vocals anyway. I'm paying attention to guitar mostly, but we're playing loud, and she was cutting through loud and clear. I was like, oh crap, hell yeah.
yeah.
Well,
right on.
You're dealing with a stubborn guitar player who, as you see, uses Marshalls, so it can get a bit loud down here.
Not one head, but 2, ladies and gentlemen. Yes,
2 heads and 2 cabs. So
full stack, brother. Hell yeah.
So it can get a bit nasty down here, but.
And tell me your name again. I should know this by heart. I should know you guys better than I do. But what's your lead singer's name?
Allie.
She
goes by Twill. She used to be in a lot of nerdcore, and she was what was she called? Twisted Twill or something?
Twill Distilled.
Twill Distilled. There we go. I'm way off.
Gotcha.
Twill Distilled. So
when Allie came in and tried out for you guys, she was singing without the PA, cutting above the din.
Oh no, we have a PA. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have surprised me, man. I'm just kidding around. But
She's got some
kick-ass
pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do most of the songwriting, Todd, and is it kind of a conglomerate? You bounce ideas off of Kirk, or how's that go?
Usually I'll come up with a riff, and then it's like I was talking to Kirk, so I know a lot what we've been playing long enough now that I know what to expect from him, how to write, instead of just doing tight, like a lot of the metal stuff you hear is just so tight and processed type of thing. And it's like Kirk's more of a swing drummer, so then it's going to have to change that. So then I do that, and then I kind of half-ass do some lyrics, and then I hand it to Ali, and I just like rip apart the lyrics because they're make them work, change what you want. This is just the idea of it. So
hell yeah.
And then we do that, and then once it's all sorted, then we record it down here too.
How long has KuF been KuF? Or was there another name that you went by before it all gelled together, or has it always been KuF?
No, KuF originally was from early 90s, and it was different members, and that was in Vancouver, Canada. So then we put out an album, gigged a lot and everything like that, and then just after a while, things peter out, or circumstances always happen.
Yeah.
And then I ended up moving to the UK for 10 years.
Damn.
And then moved here, and then was getting bored, and that itch always never leaves. And it's like, okay, I started doing some songs. It's like, shit, this still sounds like KuF. Well, maybe I just need to reform it.
KuF lives. Viva the KuF.
I mean, the albums were up there already, so it's like, why bother?
Okay, so
got everything.
How many albums you got?
Well, we did the one back in the 90s, and it went pretty good. Pretty good, and we were on mp3.com, and we hit, I think it was like top 5 in the nation.
Right on.
In North America for it, and so it did pretty good. And we had a good vibe with it, and so
fuck yeah.
So that worked
right
good.
on.
Yep.
Special shout out to the guys and gals in the chat tonight. Thanks to Mama and Chris and Nirok. Good to see you guys. Hell yeah.
Nirok. Cool.
So we're gonna be playing some your tunes here, obviously.
Yep.
You gave us a few of your Spotify hits, some of the earlier ones. We're going to be playing current lineup, I understand. So, Chris, we got one of those booted up. Let's play one of those. What do we want to do first here?
I got them all ready to go. So whichever one you want to hear first, I can play. You got Dance of the Seat and Cosmic Cowboy.
Yeah, sure. Dance was our first one. That's a
great one to start with then.
That's the one Kirk and I worked with.
Well, give us a little backstory on it as far as what it might be about, or how long it took to produce, or both.
Well, first it was Kirk and I. This is before we had anybody, and we kind of we're just jamming it, and it just kind of gelled from there. So it was kind of our gelling song to see if we could all, me and him could gel together and stuff, and it worked great. And then thought, okay, got to write some lyrics for it. And what I found is the lyrics were taken different ways. Like for me, when I wrote it, it was more about like inner turmoil. Like it was you're good and you're bad, and it was inner turmoil. And then when Allie came along and gave it to her, she's like, "Oh, it's about a bad breakup." Like,
of course, right?
So then I thought, no. And then
obviously, Todd, come on.
And then I told her, and then I gave the lyrics to my wife. She goes, "Oh, it's a breakup song." What? No. So I find guys take it as like demons, inner turmoil. Yeah, and females seem to take it as a breakup. So it's like it's both, I guess. So
there you go. To each his own, eh?
Yeah.
How long did it take to? How long did it take to produce from, I don't know, when it started scratching to done? You can ballpark.
They
Well,
always
he's
take,
thinking. I'm laughing because Todd and I, as we were working out this song, I think I got 20 files on my computer upstairs of different versions. Like, okay, are we doing this 6 or 8 times? Okay, are we doing this? Okay, what's going on here? Where am I changing?
yeah.
Aren't those old files a bitch when you go looking too?
Yeah. And then he goes, no, well, they'll do it this way. And it's like, okay, so then I'll end up sending him back an original file. So
Right.
he'll have like 5 of the same ones that we just back and forth. So no. I still
Producers, producers blues.
yeah. Yeah. So it didn't take once we had it organized. I mean, our little jam spot here, we have completely mic'd up, so it's hooked directly to the PA, and from the PA it goes straight into the computer, so we can just start recording like that.
Damn, live tunes, man.
Yeah,
live album.
Well, that's the next one. We want to kind of try and do some live, YouTube stuff like that. We're geared for it. We just
all right. Well, I get backstage news here, being in a unique position that I am, and I understand Mama was pretty ruthless about forcing you guys to send in live footage. So to be a little easier on you, maybe next time we can cruise up there and film you live, and just hell yeah, run the sound through the board.
Yeah, we just don't. Same thing with pictures. Like if you look, we don't have a lot of pictures because we always come to practice. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Oh, but first let's play a couple songs. Then a couple hours pass by, and it's like, hey, I ain't getting done tonight.
Would it kill you to take a selfie?
Obviously, we just keep going. So
right on. Music
we're horrible. Yeah, we're just horrible at it.
Well, without further ado, let's check out some KuF. Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Go with Dance of the Seats.
Rock and roll. is. Hell yeah. Loved it. Yeah. That was your first release, eh?
Yep, that was the first one. Try her out. We ended up doing a radio version of it too.
How was it? What, lyrically a little? I didn't catch a whole lot of.
Yeah, lyrically, it wasn't really. There was only a couple of lines that were taken out lyrically, but I think half the solo we took out. We just needed to bump it down. So we have two versions, one for people who love listening, the other one's for the people who have short attention spans. So
there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay.
Yeah, that's what we call it, the radio version. So
yeah, man. Lyrically, I could see both sides of the coin. The word jackal screams torch song, right? Or not torch song, but relationship song, the word jackal, but then you got a little introspective there towards the end with some of the lyric content in the like chorusy kind of areas. So I can see both sides of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But see, when they did it, it was just focused on the one thing.
Yeah.
So
nice job on the video.
Oh, my 2-second videos.
Yeah, it's a good job, man. Excellent. DIY, fuck yeah.
That's what we are, unless somebody steps in and does it. It'll be all that.
I have Superposition has an EP, and the 4 songs on that don't have Mama's Maiden video, but that was the inception of Mama's Maiden, so I'm glad, it all worked out.
Yeah.
But hell yeah. Yeah, great tune, great vid.
I can do the songs, videos are just
yeah.
I saw that even like Kimmy said, we had trouble, just getting the video to her of us playing.
Everybody might be just tuning in. We're playing KuF's new premiere. Mama's Maiden video happens to be, and it's going to be coming up here in a little bit. We'll be playing a few more tunes, and maybe one more, and then get into it. But, all this introduction and getting with the show and everything, I kind of forgot. This is our 25th anniversary, motherfuckers. Yeah!
Yes, it is. Whoa.
Fuck yeah! Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Episode.
I'd like to thank everybody. I don't know who to thank first. Our producer, our agent, our... Chris, what's your favorite memory?
Oh, that's a tough one. 25 episodes. There's been a lot of good stuff.
We've had some good times, and it's been rolling, and we hope to have 25 more and 50 more after that. So,
in TV time, that's like what, 5 years now?
Yeah. I don't know. At nightly rate, it's probably about 3 weeks, but
I will say though that the favorite show that we did, I think it was Kimmy's birthday.
Yeah, man. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but it was a blast down there. We had a great time. That was a show that we
were at, but we were together.
Happened to be at Chris's ex-mother-in-law's house, but it worked, and thank her for doing that. All that, but we had a great time, and we had a lot of people tuning in. Cool. And our Halloween show was good, and we had a lot of fun times. And if you really want to laugh, go back and watch our first episode. And nothing to do with our guests on that. I believe it was who was that, Chris? First guest, I think, was Psycholand. Can't remember for sure.
Yeah,
but I think it was Psycholand. I think he was nice enough to come be our first guest. But we've been getting it down, and I'm glad to say we're on number 25.
But finding the footing.
Yeah, and thank you guys for being here for it.
Yeah.
But Chris, let's get into the next one that we have booted up. And forgive me, but what was the title of this one again?
This one was Cosmic Cowboy.
All right. Can you give us a little rundown on how long after? Let me just ask you straight questions. How long after did this one come from the one we just heard?
2 months. I think it came out in December.
Okay, so these are both singles, or
yeah. We just didn't see. I don't want to do the album route. It just seems like that's
in this day and age, man. It's tough. I'm currently working on one, and I've been working on it. I said I was going to release it about 6 months ago.
Yeah, I find
gotta
people
hang on to 'em.
spend so much time. They'll spend so much time trying to promote it, but it seems to have the same lifespan of a single.
Mhm.
So I see a lot of people's songs get lost because people will focus in on one or two songs and forget about the rest. When
Yeah, man.
you know, song number 5 could be an absolute kick-ass song, but
Mhm.
you know,
Like
I hear
Bloodstone,
you.
Judas Priest.
Yeah. And it's just not an album era anymore. It's a singles era,
yeah.
I would
And
say.
that's why we
EPs
decided,
maybe,
well, we're gonna, yeah, that's why we decide every 2-3 months we're gonna just constantly put out a song. So I mean, we already got 4 on the works,
Mhm.
like to come out, so we got material. We keep going.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's the you mentioned the short attention span earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the size of it. I had 10 songs on our we have our first full length that's coming up on 2 years next month, and 2 years old. And I know what you mean about the forgotten songs. There's a couple on there that we didn't get around to the videos on, and they're just kind of the B-sides of the lost
but
cuts.
the B-sides are always awesome,
Yeah. There's
you know,
a
and
number of
unfortunately they
rock
get,
hits that were B-sides, and
yeah, and they get missed nowadays. So it's like, well, you got to adjust. There's no point bitching about it.
Yep.
Just adjust yourself to it.
You kids out there, they used to have music pressed into vinyl, and it was about this big. It was called a 45, and you flip it over, and there's another side.
And that was your
That was the
B-side.
B-side.
Yeah.
Little rock and roll nostalgia there for you.
Oh yeah. I miss, but vinyl's picking up again. So, I mean,
Yeah.
they've been selling a lot of vinyl. So
Yeah.
hopefully, nothing like opening one up and smelling it. And,
Fucking A.
Mhm.
There's nothing
Yeah.
like it.
yeah.
I literally had a stack of albums in my brother's room that I could go file through.
Yeah.
Everything from Zeppelin to whoever, and
Oh yeah.
ended-
Even just I
ended up-
remember getting Kiss Alive 2.
Oh, that was the
Now,
one, man. That was the
Open
one,
that-
totally.
Opening up that
All
cover,
those pictures in the
holy
middle.
Shit.
Fuck yeah. And then if you had a stand-up record company, they either have the liner notes with lyrics or more pictures.
Oh yeah.
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 Well, Kiss shit was falling out of the sleeves all the time.
Yeah. Kiss Army shit. Yeah. You got your tattoos and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the tattoos and the booklets, and kind of hard to do that digitally now.
Yeah, man, I wore out Kiss Alive too. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rock and
And Queen Alive 2 Killers, or that was the shit too. Yeah. But let's get into some more KuF Band. Chris, are we ready to go on the next one?
Yes, we are ready to go on Cosmic
Okay.
Cowboy.
And pardon us,
Perfect.
folks, but just a little technical question. Chris, you did grab the link out of the chat for the vid. Mama
Is it
put it
in
up
there?
way earlier. Yeah, you can scan back in the break if you want to. It's in there.
Yeah, I'll scan back while we're in the song and get it.
Groove Tunes. Right on.
Cool.
Here we go.
Sitting on a mountain away from it all. I've reached for the stars, but then I fall. I felt the fires that soothe my wounds. To sit on the moon with nothing to do. Oh, cosmic cowboy. Oh, cosmic cowboy. You slash up my soul, now I'm licking my wounds. You hold me down with all of your rules. You dig in my grave, I don't wanna get in. Just leave me alone, I just won't fit in. Oh, cosmic cowboy. I'm trying
Hell yeah, you guys.
Woohoo.
Cosmic Cowboy. Fuck
Cosmic
yeah.
Cowboy.
Yeah. From a producer's ear, it's interesting always to watch the progression of the tunes. It's
Yeah.
almost like I can feel you, hear you thinking, well, that needs to come up, or that needs to be, a little different, or whatever. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting to listen to, I should say. But
Yeah.
excellent, man. Love that.
That's been the joy of working with Todd. He's a really good engineer, and he's really good at what he does. And I needed that in the 80s and the 90s when I was playing in bands. But here, all these years later, finally found somebody who really knows what the hell they're doing,
Yeah, man. Yeah, it goes a long way.
It's just the source.
Where did you bone up on how to produce music, Todd?
Well, while I was in Vancouver, I went to engineering school for 3 years.
Excellent.
For recording engineers, so I did radio stuff like that, and
Right.
And then I worked in the studio there, and I fucking hated it. Oh, I hated it. Yeah.
Okay, so let me stop you just for a minute. What was the day that you would experience as an engineer in a studio at that level coming in? Where you like schlep those cabs over there and plug this in, or give me just a little rundown on what would be expected of you as an engineer in a studio professionally like that?
Well, you would go there, you'd mic things up and try and get some sounds and stuff like that. And a lot of your times you're spending getting the sound, because I mean, like, everybody now is like, oh, fix it in the mix, fix it. It's like, no, if you get it good at the source,
exactly,
you're doing. But the problem is working in the studio, you get these people coming in spending $200 an hour, and half the band don't even know the song.
Ouch.
Like, and so they're fighting, you're babysitting, and it happens quite a bit, especially with rock. And
yeah, I've heard some stories, man.
Yeah, and they fight, so they babysit, and then you're trying to get sounds, and then them trying to learn their own songs, and then you record it. Yeah,
you think they'd be tight when they enter the studio, right? I mean, it makes sense to me.
Oh. You think they would be?
Yeah.
But no, it was an absolute nightmare, and I said, enough of this. I am sick of watching these idiots behind there. I am just going to form up, and that's why I formed up KuF. I'm going to form this up, and then I'm getting away from that. So it wasn't until Kirk and I started playing again that I started picking it up again. Yeah. Just for ourselves. That's it.
It sounds like you were doing this way before, like, Pro Tools. Well, not before, but as Pro Tools is kind of emerging, you were like in the actual brick and mortar studio. So
yeah.
Did you? I guess where I'm going with this is how easy was it for you to make that leap? To
digital?
Yeah, recording more in the box, using more plugins, this kind of thing, versus somebody that might be using a pedal or a rack mount to get sounds. Or did you guys use a lot of plugins in the studio back then?
No, there was all outboard. It was still all outboard. It was mainly used to record. Like when it went digital, you would just use a computer to record, do editing on it.
Right.
But plugins, there were very few, but everybody was still in that mode of digital's gonna flop, it will go away, No.
It's a phase, right?
Yeah, it's a phase. We'll just use this outboard gear. Now that outboard gear, people are trying to get, and they're spending $10,000 to buy one piece, So
or you get the plug-in that the VST that sounds like it's not as good as it is.
But they never are. It's like in my guitar system, I have a fractal, and I thought, okay, that would be nicer than lugging these damn Marshalls around. And
dumb it down for our listeners that don't know what a fractal is.
A fractal is a amp mod, so it has all the amp sounds in it. So you can think of any amp in the world, any combination, and that's what it will sound like.
Sound processing. I got you.
Yep, and amp modeling, all metal, all of it is done that way now.
So you got a Marshall and a Randall and a Orange all in the same box.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I bought it thinking, oh yeah, this will be great, a lot easier, and it just ended up being not organic. There was a lot of elements that were missing in my playing, I found. So I thought, okay, I got this expensive fractal as a chorus pedal and a delay.
Yeah.
So
$2,000 chorus.
yeah, that's essentially what it is.
But what a chorus, man! Oh, such a good chorus.
Awesome chorus pedal. But it's all on the footboard now. So I mean,
are you married?
Yep.
Does your wife know of these things?
Huh?
I said, are you married and does your wife know of these things that you possess a $2,000 course?
Well, that's how I just got my guitar. You see, it's like, we're going on the road. Do you want me to go there and get this $6,000 guitar stolen or beaten by a drunk guy? I kind of got replaced,
Excellent approach.
I won't get mad if it gets stolen or if it gets bashed up.
Yeah.
It's just more logical than throwing away that amount. So.
Sure. I agree with you, man. And I kid a lot about the wives, but usually it's the wives that are making it work for us. Yeah. So.
Yeah. She allows us to practice here. So
I wouldn't be anywhere without Kimmy. Hell yeah. Again, see Tension Splash showing up in the chat there. Nice to see everybody tonight. Fuck yeah. So we're getting up here a little further. I guess, I think we just have 2 booted up, but why don't you give us one more? I'll put Chris on the spot just before we get to our video premiere tonight for you. Why don't you give us one more tune that might make it interesting, and let's stretch it out a little bit. Kirk?
He's
3 seconds.
The old
what is the tune du jour of KuF? Oh, and you know what? While you're thinking of that, Kirk, I had a special request question from my lovely missus. Where did the name KuF come from?
It was,
unless that's trade secret, and we got to figure it out.
No, it was basically, it was kind of like a cup upside the head, right? And then it was like, well, yeah, it's okay, but if you reverse it, then it's fuck. So we kind of mingled the 2 of them together.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, mingled together.
It's
like a fucking cup.
Yeah, for unlawful carnal knowledge backwards. It's not that difficult. Love the answer, man.
Yeah, there's no big meaning or big, Hebrew thing, because it's like the Hebrew letter too. I think.
Yes, it is. It is.
Right. So it's like there's no meaning.
Did it just look cool to have that in there? Or?
Yeah, just people with all the reverse cameras, they'll be seeing fuck instead of cough. There
you go. If you see the bumper sticker in your mirror, you can figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Oh, I get it now. Hell yeah, it's great, man. So we're not going to be seeing you guys. I was thinking you guys are playing Punk of the Corn. Are we going to be seeing you there? Are you guys going to cruise up and check it out?
That's a far away.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, we hope to.
I've seen some of the lineup. I saw green jelly on there, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Oh, Davenport, Iowa, October 10th and 11th. Yeah.
In October.
That's not too far.
You guys are playing there too, aren't you?
Yeah, we're jamming it. Fuck yeah. Can't wait. This has been Superposition has been primarily a recording project for me. So this is the first time we're getting it out and stretching our fucking fingers a little bit. Yeah. Chris Brandon came on playing bass in a number of projects. Goksong and Old Anger Overdose. Anybody has heard of them, been around? But we also have Kane down in Australia, Kane Moose Knuckle Bella, but I don't know that we're going to be able to get him up. We're still kind of fingers crossed, but it might be that I'm going to be doing the vocals. And then lead guitar, and then Chris is on bass. And
Well, are you
we're
doing
also,
vocals anyways?
yeah, it's a dual vocal outfit,
Yeah.
and we sound remarkably alike if we want to. So I'll be
Right.
able to pull that off great. But I'll be playing, like I say, I'll be playing live or lead rather, and Chris on bass, and then we're currently auditioning, I guess would be the proper word, some drummers. So might have more news on that very soon. Looking forward to it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Kirk, I totally set you up and then cut you off. Did you have a tune that you would like to hear next?
Yeah, I'm
Prior
glad
to-
you gave me a minute because I said 3 seconds, but the one that wears me out and has me breathing heavy afterwards is Hypocrite.
Oh,
So,
we call
Right
that our
on.
warm-up song, and holy God.
Yeah. All right. On. Trial
Not
by
a
fire.
warm-up
Get out there
song.
and jam it.
Oh, it's not a warm-up song.
Fuck yeah. I wasn't
No.
ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody's
Okay,
sweating
so-
after that one.
I mean, his title kind of sums it up for us, but I guess.
Yeah.
But give us a little rundown on what the song's about.
Exactly that. It was old KuF, and a lot of it was breakup and stuff like that, and that was the oldest singer had a lot to do with that for writing the lyrics and stuff like that, and
Okay.
so that's what. But
And
that's
then-
what that one ended up being.
Is it just the difference of vocalist in this prior lineup that we're going to hear now, or are there other musicians besides you guys? Or I mean, how much did the lineup change?
That's it. Me. I was the only one. Everybody else is drifted off, went their own ways. So that's why I reformed it. So when I did it, I got Kirk, and then we got Chris on bass, and then Ali for singing. So it's
Okay, and forgive me, but is this the new KuF? Is this-
Hypocrite?
Yeah. Well, after you did that, is this song with Kirk or without on the recording?
Without Kirk.
Okay, gotcha. So Kirk, you're saying when you guys jam this and practice it, it gets the heart racing a little bit.
yeah, so you'll hear the drummers doing, I think, quarter notes, but I do it as 16th notes and with the offbeat, but I've been playing around with it, adding some other extra bass drum and other stuff in. So I'm doing it, 4 times as fast, basically, just about.
Souped
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I like it like that. Lots of energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
Yep.
Right on. All right. Well, let's check it out. Chris, were you able to get Hypocrite?
Yes, I'm all ready to go. Here it comes.
All right. KuF with Hypocrite. Some of the old tunes.
The old tune.
Woo!
All my time I wasted on you. Through the things you put me through.
I've absolutely loved
Cool.
everything I've heard tonight, you guys. Fuck yeah.
Here's
Todd,
it.
excellent songwriting, man.
Oh, thanks. The funny story about that one though is in the middle you hear it go.
Okay, yes, please tell me, what is that? You
What
stumped me,
that-
man. I thought I was pretty savvy on shit. I couldn't figure it out.
Okay, no, you probably couldn't because of what. So what happened is I was supposed to do a solo there,
Mhm.
and I had my wah pedal and I had like a rotovime, like a tremolo type of wah wah, just so it could go in, and it started screwing up.
Yeah.
So I got mad and I started kicking it. Started
Mhm.
kicking my wall and just getting pissed off at it. And all of a sudden I started going, and it's like, and then it was like, stupid thing. And I'm like,
It was great, man. Happy
then-
accidents, right?
And then they said, you got to come hear this. What? Yeah, we'll put some reverb on it. What? But you got to go do the solo. And then I went and said, hey, that kind of sounds cool, man.
Yeah.
So that was my wah pedal and my tremolo screwing up together.
So that then it was just a glitch
Yeah,
kind of thing.
It was-
It was great, man. It was great.
it was 100% glitch.
Yeah, and you're so kind to share what it was, man. I would have lost sleep on that tonight. What the fuck was it? Yeah, the studio tomorrow. Let me try this.
How can I?
Yeah, it's great, man.
What plugin's that? Damn it!
But I complimented you on your songwriting, specifically the way you go from a dissonant sound to a more major sound, for lack of better terms. The way that you will go from, it sounds like minor to major kind of to me, but I don't know that you're actually doing that in your keys, but just
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, excellent, man, excellent. And the last song in particular, I do a lot of pedal tone beats, kind of riding off one song on to another note. And the way you did that one, not to blow smoke up your ass all night, man, but the way you did that one, it sounded like more of a riff, but I could tell that you're riding off of another note there in parts of the riff.
Right.
Well done, man.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah. Well, Kirk, how he describes my writing. They always bug me. Oh, a three, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
you're always writing threes. Maybe he can explain that. It's just how I write. But
Three times around, lots of triplets.
Yes, triplets, everything, and he'll end on 3 as opposed to 4 or 1. Okay. So when we first started playing together, it was driving me nuts. I'm like, what is it with you and threes?
People joke about drummers a lot, but see what drummers have to deal with when it comes to songwriting?
Yeah.
Just make it work.
That's how I write. I don't know why I do it, but he's figured it out now, so he just automatically knows that probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
Might end it on a 1.
I think it was Black Dog, not to bring up the old guys too much, but I think it was Black Dog that Bonzo was commenting on that, where he couldn't really make out the fucking rhythm, and he figured out if he just keeps it in 4, it works.
Oh yeah, Zeppelin and Van Halen. There were so many songs. Even that little turnaround and jump. Like what the hell is that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, just keep it going. It eventually gets there. I always loved when you'd be doing something to totally dork out on this. When it was somebody else is doing 4 and you're in 3 and it comes out on the 12. That's rock and roll sauce, man. That's the shit. But yeah. Greatness, man. Nice production. A little, with the Cosmic Cowboy, it had a little cowboy-esque.
Cowboy-esque, yeah. Well,
just
do it a little different.
Yeah,
well, because
excellent songwriting, man.
The middle part is like the chorus is very dun. How the very ending, how you hear it, is how the chorus is, but just with a lot more distortion. So
but interesting production takes on this and great stuff, man. Excellent.
Thanks.
But ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about ready. We made everyone wait long enough for a video premiere from KuF.
And we've been waiting our first official.
Fucking hey, this is awesome. I'm excited. I haven't even seen it a lot of times. I will be honest. I get backstage access to some of these
Nah.
vids. I have not
Well,
seen
you-
this. I'm excited
You
as
probably
fuck.
heard the song, so
Well, of course I saw the song now, and the way it worked out, you guys were able to release the song. Then, when did it come out? Saturday or Friday? Has it been out for a while?
Friday.
18th. Yeah, Friday.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah, came out.
So
Friday.
audio came out before the video this time around, but we're gonna rock your socks off with this one, I'm sure. So give us a little rundown on what this song's about, the title.
Well,
I'm Not Dead.
I'm Not Dead is, you always get people saying, oh, you can't do this anymore. You're not relevant anymore. You're not, so it's kind of a hit on that. And it's just kind of a stoner vibe, easy going. But the message is that, fuck you. We can do it just as good, if not better sometimes. So
Yeah. And the word relevant these days, everything is going retro. Everything's coming around. And the lion is laying down with the lamb, if you ask me, motherfuckers, because everybody, country western artists, heavy metal artists,
Yep.
It's all getting blended.
Yep.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and so that's what it is. So it can be conveyed to anything in life, really. So, like, you're too old to be doing that anymore. It's like, fuck you. When I'm under the ground, then I'm too old.
Exactly. I will pick up that skateboard tomorrow and get a new health insurance plan, but don't let it stop you, fuckers.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I agree
might
with you.
wear
Man.
a helmet now and some pads and stuff, but I'm still getting on that fucker.
Nah, man, follow your dreams. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I try to live that, So,
yeah. And that's what we do. That's KuF's whole thing is we do it for fun. We are not out to try and get signed, not try and, make a big statement in the world or look at me.
Right.
We write our songs, we release them, we're happy jamming, do some gigs. That's all that matters to us. So
rock and roll. And it shows in the music, man. Your stuff is great.
Thanks.
All right. So that's what the song's about. We know it's Mama's maiden video. I understand
Yes, it is.
Made you do some live footage for this. So you guys have a...
Yep.
But did it go all right?
it all went good. It's just we don't know what angles to use and what to do. We're like, okay, Kirk,
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
I dropped a stick.
Yeah, we're gonna put on the red light on you this time. Play it again. You're gonna be in red this time. It's like,
did somebody jump in there and play production manager, or was it just kind of?
Yeah, we were all kind of production managers in that, and just kind of like, we're using phones.
I'll speak for Kimmy. She appreciates you doing it, taking the time for it. I'm sure it was worth it. We'll find out here in a second. We'll see all how this live footage came together. I'm sure she works it in some gold too. So, but yeah. This is I'm Not Dead, motherfuckers, from KuF. Let's do it.
Echoes
All right. Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah. That was rock and roll sauce, you guys. Loved it.
Yeah.
And Allie, right? Allie?
Yeah.
She's got some pipes, man. It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful
Oh,
Scar,
she's-
welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Go on, Todd. What were you saying?
I said,
But,
yeah. She does have some friggin' pipes, and it's controlled. It's not like we're not using auto tune or nothing. It's like do it right or don't do it at all.
Yeah, she's got that
Way.
fry going in the throat. This is fucking awesome, man. Great
Yeah.
tone, great
Yeah.
power. Hell yeah. Hope she gets feeling better.
Yep.
That sounded killer.
Thanks,
Yeah, man. How you doing, Beautiful Scar? Tell me what your name is, man. I haven't met you.
My name's Jeremy.
Jeremy, good to meet you, man.
You
Thanks
as well.
for coming tonight. Fuck yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Hope you found the place all right.
Oh, absolutely. Very easy.
Very good. Yeah, I can hear you good. Right on. So we'll be checking out some Beautiful Scar music and talking up a little more Punk in the Corn. We've been rocking out with KuF so far and checking out some of their fucking excellent music. And thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Greatness. That last video was off the hook. Fuck yeah, mama. Excellent, man. Loved it.
Yep.
So where are you from, brother?
I'm
did I
from the Santa Cruz area, Santa Cruz, California.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
We had the Boardwalk, the Lost Boys, serial killers. We have all kinds of stuff here.
Oh, I know of you. I'm a Northern California boy.
Yeah.
I transplanted out here to Tampa a few years back, about 8 years ago. Fuck yeah.
Kirk's also a California boy.
Oh, no shit, Kirk. Where you out of, man?
Born in Fresno, raised in Morro Bay,
Okay.
San
Yeah.
Luis Obispo County. So the last time I was on a radio type thing was 93 on Cal Poly Radio.
Very cool.
It's been that long since you've been done anything? This is your first podcast since?
Oh,
There
yeah.
weren't even podcasts back then. Well, fuck yeah, man. It's an honor. I bought acid in Berkeley.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Indirectly. I'm just kidding. I've never touched
You
it.
know, back in those days, you could just walk down to the beach and people would have stuff. I don't know.
Fuck yeah, man. Right on.
I went to a cool graveyard in San Luis Obispo. There was this crazy motherfucker, this rich guy who he built this thing called the Dome Pyramid. And
cool.
he built it for his wife that died. And then he met some other chick. But like my wife and I went down there and tried to climb up it. We got up a little ways up it. Like it's pretty tall. It's really neat. If you're ever down San Luis Obispo, look up the Dome Pyramid or look
That
up the
wasn't the
website.
House of Mystery. That didn't have anything to do with the House of Mystery, did it? I mean, it sounds similar.
No,
Winchester
no, I don't believe
Mystery
so.
House. You know what I'm talking about, Kirk?
No, but if you look on a website called Atlas Obscura, you could plug in like your local area and it'll show you like weird shit to check out in your area. Can't
right on.
recommend it enough. I found one of the spots for one of my music videos there. There's an old kind of like armory type thing that was on the side of the cliff near San Francisco. And I found that through that website and I crawled in it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, my brother went to, I think it's called the Presidio right there by you guys in Monterey.
Mhm.
Yeah, I checked that out a little bit, but fuck yeah, man. So, how long have you been a Beautiful Scar under such moniker, and are you a lifer? You've been doing this for a while?
Probably been doing a Beautiful Scar, I think, since like 2020. But like I've been doing music since I was like 15. I first started, I was like in a death metal, black metal band for a lot of years, and that was wild. And do that kind of stuff. We played
As
up in
they
San
are.
Francisco. What's that?
As they are.
Yeah, I was in this band called Robed in Exile, and we played up in San Francisco a lot and got in a lot of fights and stuff. So that was kind of it's fun when you're younger, you know.
The
Did
key
that.
word when you're younger.
Right. But yeah, so I played in bands for like a while, but like I didn't like kind of being like put in a box with like bands. Like after a while, I did like the extreme metal thing to the point where it's like I felt like it just kind of got boring to me a little bit, and then I wanted to kind of expand out into like kind of weird rock. 'Cause I've always been into like a lot of different stuff. I've been to like, I grew up listening to death metal and gangster rap. So like in classical music. So stuff in between that is always kind of interesting.
It sounds like a good place to be, man.
What's that?
I said, that sounds like a good place to be.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And have you always been around that area? You probably remember all the Blood Crypt Wars and the Rodney King incident and all this in California.
The audio got kind of weird. Once, can you repeat yourself?
Sorry, man. I'm sure if you've been in California since back in the day, you remember all the Bloods and the Crips and all the gang
Oh
wars.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Rodney King incidents and riots and such. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I grew up actually in a town called Watsonville, which is outside of Santa Cruz a little bit, probably like 20 miles maybe.
Mhm.
And one of my friends was like he was a gangster.
Right.
And so like I used to hang out with like some Korean gangsters, and I showed them like Cannibal Corpse, and they showed me gangster rap, and then I just kind of
Sweet.
went from there.
Right on. You ever check out any of the shows in Frisco and get up there and check out Exodus and then
Oh yeah,
all the
you gotta
guys?
see Exodus.
Yeah.
Testament.
Yeah.
I've seen Testament. Who else?
Favorite.
God. Who else? I've seen so many different bands. I saw.
The obligatory Metallica show and
Yeah, I've seen Metallica. I saw Metallica on the last Day on the Green they did. It was Metallica, Body Count, and Guns N' Roses during the whole Use Your Illusion thing.
no shit. I saw them on one of their first ones with Alice in Chains. Yeah.
They got pissed. Faith No More was supposed to play, and they got kicked off the show the night before because I think Mike Patton drank piss out of a shoe and dumped it on Axel's monitor. And so I was disappointed, but
Axel actually came out, right?
yeah, I mean they ripped it when he came out, but like it was funny because Body Count was playing instead of him, and I was like, well, cool, at least they'll like play the Cop Killer song, and that'll piss some people off.
Yeah.
So he comes out and he's like, this song was not about you cops here. That's not bad.
It's probably the running gag of every tour, right?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Back in the day, I actually saw Metallica do an unplugged show at Mountain View.
Bridge School Benefit?
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Hillary
I
Clinton.
saw Tom Waits play that. Do you know who Tom Waits is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
God.
yeah.
Love Tom Waits.
Yeah, man. Crazy shows. But, okay, so you've been around since about 20. Are you a one-man band for folks that don't know?
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. I feel you.
Yeah, I've tried to find people in this area to play music, and it's just like, it's hard. I'm sure it's like that everywhere now. It's just, I don't know. I'm older than a lot of people in bands. A lot of kids are like, oh, I want someone age 18 to 22. Well, if not, fuck you. And I'm like, okay. I just got to do my own thing. Too old.
Write your own lyrics as well, I assume?
Yeah. All the music, all the lyrics, all the mixing and mastering. That's why it could sound better. But and all the videos. My wife and a buddy of mine helped me shoot my videos. And I just kind of cut them all together and do the best I can.
Fuck yeah. Right on, man.
Only way to do it nowadays.
Yep. DIY.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what you may have sent over to Chris earlier. Do we have some tunes for you from you that we're looking at?
I've sent a few videos over.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
I got 4 songs ready to go.
All right.
I think you'll be very entertained by the videos. I try to make people laugh.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah. We absolutely loathe comedy on our show, so we never ever crack jokes. It's always serious.
Gotta have your metal pose on.
Absolute gatekeeping on this show. We're always,
Yes. No
always
fun.
close to the grindstone. All right.
What are you talking about? Metalheads gatekeeping? I don't believe you.
Yeah. Never do it.
Right.
We were talking about that earlier.
Part of the reason I got out of like the whole metal scene, everyone's being too fucking cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, brother Matt just showed up in the chat. So, fuck yeah, man. And we were talking about what is current, what is unique these days. It's all getting blended, and I'm fine with it, man. It's fucking greatness.
Yeah, I think just people chasing their own greatness, see what people come out with. It's just I don't know. I think all opinions shift with age. When I was younger, I'm like, this isn't true, this isn't real, this isn't this and that. I'm
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
what I think,
new metal, old metal.
Yeah, I mean,
it's metal.
And
yeah, whatever gets you there.
Yeah.
the 100,000 subsects of what metal is. Yeah.
I mean, usually it's Slayer that gets you there, right? I mean,
I saw them in Mountain View.
Hell
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see him with Lombardo or Bostaff? Who was the drummer?
It was Bostaff, and it was the Judas Priest when they were on the Ozfest tour. So
Oh, nice.
Judas Priest and Slayer.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I saw him at Arco Arena when it was still Arco Arena.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Man, Judas Priest. I can't believe Rob Alford's voice is still great.
Fucking A,
Yeah.
man.
I just, wow.
Yeah.
Live, it's even more,
Yeah, he's like a force of nature.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Those
Yep.
highs that he hit are,
Yeah.
hits. Fucking A. Right on. Well, let's get into your first tune, man, that we're going to play for you.
Right on.
I'm not sure what that is. Chris, what do we want to roll with first here? Or both of you guys can.
We got 4 good songs. That's all I know.
All right. Well, what's the
Have a
first one?
preference? How about Living in a Dying Age?
I think that sounds fantastic. You want to give us a little rundown on what it's about?
Basically, I kind of feel like we're all like living in a dying age, and it's up to us to kind of like grab life by the reins and make the best out of it. Kind of talking about chasing greatness. A lot of my songs are just kind of trying to be like elevating yourself above your bullshit. And
Get
to
out of your
recognize
own way.
that. What's that?
Get out of your own way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Get out of your own way. Yeah, just call it follow your own path. Like it's very easy to like compare yourself to other people, get wrapped up in all this bullshit. And the fact is, the minute we're born, we're all dying. So we might as well maximize our time here, be creative, and try to change people's perspectives or change people's lives with our music, get some connection going out there.
And
So
seize the day.
and also it's just humans. I just think we're fucking dumb. Like we're destroying our
Agreed.
environment. We can't get along. We're like,
Yeah.
I don't like you because you don't look like me or you don't do what I like. I'm just so fucking tired of people. Like
Thanks, man.
we're just so dumb. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. I hear that, and I love the line in Men in Black 1, I think it is, when he says a person is smart, but people are stupid.
Absolutely. Yeah, like like overall, I'm not the biggest fan of humanity, but
Well put, brother.
We'd get along.
Oddly enough, I work in healthcare, so I feel like it's a public good to like help people, and you got to take everyone on a case by case basis. But kind of like that line, that movie, you get people together, and man, us people, we do stupid shit. Like we're dumb. Someone will say something. Oh, let's do that. I don't know, man. We're disappointed. Like, we're capable of great and terrible things, and usually in the middle, we meet just being disappointing. So
Try a little harder, you fuckers.
yeah.
No, I
It
agree
helps
with
to
you, man.
write-
I'm joking, but I agree with. I
Yeah.
feel you.
But it helps to write a song, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
'Cause if everybody got along, could you imagine what the bubblegum songs would be? We'd all be writing jingles.
I know, right? Yeah, you need some bullshit going on that'll write some truly pissed off music. So I mean, yeah, people are pissed. You get some good metal.
Yep.
Angst helps. Angst helps. Fuck
Yeah.
So in another life, I did physical therapy for a number of years. What specifically are you in healthcare?
Registered nurse.
Excellent, man. Thank you for
Yeah.
what you do. Fuck
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah, yeah. It's people are weird, but they're cool. You meet some wild people.
And if you don't
had
Are you in an
occasionally-
acute setting, or what's your setting?
I've worked a lot of different settings. I've worked ED. I've worked medical surgical. I've done some psych stuff. But like I say, I say people can be terrible, but you meet some amazing people that kind of put your life into perspective. Like
When
You gotta
listen
get off your
to it.
bullshit. You know, like I had a patient once who escaped a concentration camp, showed me his tattoo on his arm, went back to get some of his buddies. And this guy and I were like crying together like 3 a.m. when I was giving him some care.
Yeah, man.
You know, and hearing that stuff, I'm like, my problems aren't shit. You know what I mean? Like this dude,
Yeah.
this dude's a gangster.
And if you think you got salt, get a story like that told to you.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
yeah.
dude's gangster. Yeah,
Yeah, the real.
Straight up.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Right on, man. Cool. Well, let's check out that first song. And Chris, tell me again. It's getting late. What's the name of this one?
This is Living in a Dying Age.
Living
And
in a Dying Age.
My
Fuck yeah.
computer's acting up for a second there. Living in a Dying Age.
It's your cats, isn't it? Chris just got new cats, if you don't know, and they've been
Oh, nice.
they've been creating havoc.
That's what they do.
I had to get new cats when the ex left and took the cats that we had.
Ah. Well, now you got some new friends there to cause some chaos.
They're more in the kitten age, so they're crazy.
Oh,
Keeping them up all hours. They went out partying last weekend. It's a scene, man.
you gotta show them the ropes.
Yeah, I told them not to wake me up at 3 o'clock today, so they got me up at 2:15.
I mean, they technically followed the order.
They're listening. They're listening.
Like you said, 3.
Yeah. Living in a dying age with cats.
That's right. Every day will be a dying age.
Right on. Let's check it out.
Here we go. Living in a Dying Age.
Living in a dying age, dying age, living in a dying age, dying age, living in a dying age, dying age, living in a dying age, dying age.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Right on, man. That was great.
Thank you. Fun
Well, I
fact:
can
I
talk at
totally
the end.
fucked up my lungs filming that. So the scene where I was in the body bag,
Yes.
I was on my front porch and my neighbor was watching me. It was like 9:30 at night. Yeah, and fill that thing up. I had pulled that singlet, that skin suit, and I had to crawl inside the bag after filling it up with fog juice. And it took me like 3 weeks to breathe normal again.
Ooh.
But it's worth it. It looked cool.
So, a few things here, man. So that was classic Santa Cruz boardwalk. That was where we saw Lost Boys being filmed and played.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What was the membrane that you were putting your face into? Hands, etc. What is that?
So that was just so. What I did is my father has a shed, and I was like, I'm gonna make this thing look into like a kill room. So I bought a bunch of plastic and hung it everywhere, and just kind of pushed my face into it.
Just plastic sheeting. It was cool
Yep.
shit, man. Where'd you
Thank
get
you.
Where'd you get the muscle bodysuit?
Good old Amazon. I was like, this looks stupid. I might as well throw myself into it and see he freaks out and sees it. I mean, I was walking all over Santa Cruz with that thing. I mean, if you know Santa Cruz, people like some people looked and some people were like, nah. Not too excited.
Yeah, it's pretty tame compared.
Right. Yeah. If you've been here, you've seen some weird stuff. It's not all sunshines and rainbows like
Yeah. Well, it's chock full of vampires too, right? So last question. Who played Lady Death right there at the end that lit you on fire or whatever?
My wife.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah, she puts up with all this shit. Like she's like into doing it. Yeah, I like shit. My wife's an ultra marathon runner. I don't know who that is. She runs like 50, 100 miles at a time.
Damn.
So I help her do that stuff and train for that, and she helps me with my stuff, and we just kind of help each other, push each other with our odd
she
passions.
Just, runs over to Monterey and back and up
Like
to
she does crazy
San
shit.
Jose.
Like, yeah, like she's preparing for a 50 miler in 2 months, and then she wants to do a 100 miler. Then they do like 200 milers now.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. She's got my fat ass out there running, so that's fun. I've been doing like a Muay Thai like training and jujitsu and stuff, and she comes checks that shit out too. My next video has like combat sports stuff in it, and that one will be out in about a month and a half.
Cool.
Stuff like that.
Look forward to it. Yeah, I'll be watching for it. Hell yeah. Before we get much further along, again with Punk in the Corn, sounds like we're gonna be seeing you up there. Look forward to it. Fuck yeah, woo!
Yeah, I'm supposed to help a band doing some backing vocals or something. Still trying to get it figured out, but like I can't do my thing since I'm a one-man band. I don't want to do karaoke. I feel like an asshole.
I gotcha. Yeah, I was just commenting on that earlier. I'm a one man, or was one man, but I've recruited. So
hell yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be our first. As far as festival goes, we're going to be playing some gigs before that, but with any luck, and be our first live gig, in front of that many people, especially. Yeah, so not mine.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there and see everyone. And
as this lineup, fuck yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be great. Look forward to seeing you up there, man. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you too.
So do me a favor and let's figure out what the next two are, and we'll do them in a back-to-back. We'll come back, chit-chat a little bit, and play one more and be done.
Cool.
So what were the next two you have ready to go, Chris?
I have all three ready to go, actually. I got Pulling at Your Feathers, Crashing Down, and Future Corpses.
So if it's cool with you, man, we'll end off with Future Corpses, if I heard Chris right.
Yeah.
And what can you tell us about the next two we're going to hear back to back?
So let's see. What are they called again?
What is that one? Pulling at Your Feathers.
Okay, that one.
Mm-hmm.
So Pulling at Your Feathers is kind of
has something to do with price of eggs these days.
Exactly what it is. No, basically it's a song about kind of like knowing your self-worth. Like there's people out there that will manipulate you, hold you down, manipulate you for their causes, and like anywhere. Like it could be, I don't like getting into it. It could be political, it could be relationships, it could be work. Like you have a leader that's having you do work for them but won't give you a raise or a job title. anything like that. Anyone that can hold any kind of power dynamic over you, and it's about taking your power back and kind of, like they act like they're this giant bird, get under my wing and I'll protect you, but
Yeah.
slowly they're pulling at their feathers and bleeding them dry once you figure out what's going on.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
it's kind of revenge.
All right.
That's awesome.
And let's see. The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell. It's Black Sabbath lyrics. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you, man. Watch it
Yeah.
out there.
And what was the other one after that, please?
Yeah, well, the one was crashing down.
Excellent. What can you tell us about this one?
I think it's kind of a similar thing, just about like life crashing down around you and fighting back and coming out on top. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. I've been through a lot of crazy shit in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost died a couple times and just kind of fought through it. And so I just try to write songs I feel like, well, people can relate to and
Right.
will empower them to become
Yeah,
the
it
best
sounds-
selves. And yeah.
It sounds like a lot of it's got an upbeat to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's just like if you've been around long enough, like I've had a few friends recently commit suicide and all this stuff, and it's like you can't.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, thanks. I just I've attempted myself, and it's a very permanent solution to a transitory problem. So like,
Well
if my
put.
music can help people keep fighting and realize that tomorrow's another day and this bullshit will probably pass, then I feel like I did
Yeah.
my job.
And reach out if you can.
Absolutely.
If you're in those shoes, yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Hell yeah. So we're gonna play these back to back, and we'll come back after that. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Woo!
You see the things you wanna see the things
Some greatness.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have so much fun, man. It's great. I can, it's obvious you're having a great time doing this.
Yeah.
You only live once. You got to enjoy it, right?
Fucking A.
Yeah.
So, on the last one, when you're getting buried, you are in the redwoods, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Beautiful.
So funny story about that. So, that's actually like on the property I live on, and like my neighbors have seen me film so much crazy shit. They're just like, so they saw me walking like towards the forest with like a shovel over my shoulder, like gonna go bury body. I'm like, you have no idea.
Were the hench bunnies following you at this point? I know it was a different video.
No, but on that one was in the mountains, in an area called Bonnie Doon up here. And there was some, I call them kids, they're young, they're probably like in their 20s, hanging out at the area where we filmed the scene where he's like punching me and like walking me towards the gate.
Yeah.
And these people thought they were witnessing like a felony or something. Like they're like pulling me out of the trunk, and it's pretty good.
You got to get the
I like
shot
the
before
drainage
the light guys. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Kurt, go
they
ahead.
thought they were seeing a felony. They didn't do anything about it. They just kind of watched them. So, you can always count on the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, greatness, man. Love it.
Thank you.
If it's not a touchy subject, I don't think it is anymore, but in the production of your drums.
He's easy drummer.
Yeah, man. It sounds
Yeah,
great.
I can't find a drummer really to work with, and
Yeah, man. No, just excellent production.
Thank
Greatness.
you. I'm always trying to get better.
I believe it was the first song. I particularly like your use of distortion on vocals, if I was hearing correctly, and maybe a little oscillation in there too, to the point where
Yeah, a little distortion. What else was I using? Maybe a little chorus on it.
yeah, it seems like something was warbling a little bit there. It was in a good way, it was great, and you used it to the point of where it sounded like you were kind of phasing it out and then using that with the clear, or the clean, and or the original take is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I loved what you did with it. Fucking great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I believe we're going to be moving towards the end of the show here. Again, one more time, we're going to listen to one more tune from you if we can. But one more time, if you guys can, if anybody's wanting to hear some excellent music in October, go up to Davenport, Iowa, and check out Punk in the Corn. This is a festival, if you haven't heard of it, getting put on by Tim from EWL. And everybody and their brother is going to be playing there. Beautiful Scar, Superposition. You'll see Chris up there broadcasting. You'll also see Mama's Maiden Studio, and hopefully a whole lot of others. It's primarily a punk show, but all music styles are represented. You even got some country western up there. Brian Mullen and Back 45 going to be playing. So go check it out. It's a 2-day festival. Fun, food, beer, and camping. And a great time. The headliner being Green Jelly. So please go check them out. Fuck yeah. Or Jello, as the case may be. So everybody remembers the old song.
Yeah.
What was that? What's it called?
Da-na-na.
Yeah.
Little pig, let me in.
Not for the hair, but chin.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Three Little Pigs or Little Pigs, I think is the name. But yes, fuck yeah. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait. So that being said, any other shout outs you guys want to throw down before we get out of here? Any gigs coming up or hey moms?
Next song, Todd.
No?
Next song.
I don't know. Like, as far as shout outs, like, thank you guys for having me on your show.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like
You're
Tim from EWL is always super cool and easy to work with, as is OTAT 24/7, Silent
Hell
Assassin, and Cinco
Hell
Dave,
yeah.
and all those guys. They're great. You guys shout out. I'll shout out Topher. My friend Topher helped me film my videos. My wife Jamie for putting up with my shit. My father, because it must have been a lot dealing with my ass. So
right on.
there it is.
I don't think we've heard any shout outs to Dad yet. So fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. But
Sorry, Dad.
exactly, yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
My dad's cool. He when I used to play in a black metal band, he'd come and check us out and stuff. Like
Right on.
he's a trooper.
Cool.
How about you guys in KuF? You got any shout outs or dates or anything
Well,
you want?
We
New
well,
singles?
obviously go listen to the new one that just came out on Friday. Go listen to the videos. Well, and we want to thank Mama for making it for us, and it will. And we'll probably be released right now. Like it's on auto right now, so it should be released completely. And we also want to thank my Indieverse too. You know, it's been a great group there. Everybody's been super nice there, and all different genres. And I've been appreciating everybody there. So, and they're very helpful for each other. And in this time, it's everybody's stabbing. Yeah, everybody's stabbing everybody right now. So it's nice to have a more solid group that you can rely on. Yep, the community.
Yeah. Chris, anything to add to that?
I just agree with my Indieverse, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Great place
Anybody
for
that
the creative type.
Yep. Go check them out.
Is this like a group? My Indieverse, is that like a group on Facebook or what is that?
It's a new social media platform that was created by the guy behind Animated Gods and Garden of Alice.
Oh.
It's I forget
check it out, man.
Through, but it's a nice place to be. He brought me on to be kind of like a silent partner to help them keep the running, straighten things up.
Yep.
Cool. I'll check it out.
The goal is to attract all creative types, fans, writers, authors, bands, whatever you have out there.
And then I have my Rock and Roll Road show on there too.
All right, on.
Yeah. Yes. So where people can go post stuff on their music, their pictures, whatever they want. I mean, it's always like pulling teeth trying to get bands to do it. And I mean, maybe they're used to paying for it, but I offer it for free. Promo as much as you want on it, and I have like probably 10 playlists of different genres too.
Sweet.
That I just add them to. Yep.
Yeah. And that's worth my Indieverse.
As you're talking, there's a train of horses going by. I have 2 Great Pyrenees girls that are being taken out right now. And, shout out to them.
Shout out to the Gallup beat.
Shout out to Britney Spears. She needs it. Let's help her out.
All right. So as we're
actually, I did one more shout out.
All right.
Gotta give a shout out to Mama's Maiden.
Well, of course. Fuck
I already did.
Hell yeah.
I gotta give her a shout out every week because she's done a great job with my videos and the artwork I had her do. And I think every band should look her up.
Fuck yeah.
Well, she's going to be doing a couple more of ours. So.
Right on. Yeah. Did all of mine and exclusive, of course. Fuck yeah. Right on.
You have no choice.
I know. I'm a happy man where I'm at, man. Hell yeah. So we'll be playing one more Beautiful Scar song, and we'll call it a night.
So it'll make you laugh.
Excellent. Excellent. Quick rundown on the subject matter or anything?
I'll let you figure it out. Just be entertained by the video.
All right. I promise. Right on.
Oh, the beginning. If this is the one I think it is, the beginning is I'm referencing an episode of the classic TV show, The Golden Girls. So if you know that show,
man,
you might be able to recognize it. Do you know that show?
Sure, kick ass. Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I'm a sucker for any kind of
a bad motherfucker. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Betty White as well. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Poor Betty White.
So tell us the title though on this one more time. Sorry. What's the song called?
Future Corpses.
Future Corpses, yeah. So this is because we're all dying. You see a theme with my music? Future corpses, because we're too stupid to know that we're dying and killing our planet. God damn it! I just repeat myself over and over again with different words.
You gotta
I
get
think
it
this
through.
is the
Bill.
one where I play a newscaster though, and my dog that just died is in it. My pug. I try to put my dogs in my videos.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right on.
and I have a lot more hair in this video, I believe. With strand of hair, it'd be a lot more, but you'll see.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Future corpses, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful scar.
I don't talk about this show every day, but you know, it was wild last night. Picture it, Sicily. No way. Picture it, Miles. Remember Rose, who I've been telling you about all the time? So her boyfriend, longtime boyfriend, goes into the witness protection program because he's involved with some kind of mobster. Live. Angus, you and your jokes, you're so full of it. Let me finish this. So, Miles is gone. Rose has got to get some, right? So, she starts dating again. Guess who her new suitor is? The Cheese Man. Live. Oh. All right, then.
Everything
Hell yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that
thank
one.
you.
That was a good one.
Love it.
Say again?
That was a good one. I like that one.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the message and the words you're saying, just like working with Todd and Allie, songs that have lyrics that have meaning are so freaking awesome. Armored Saint and bands like that. I grew up on that stuff, and it's so awesome. Awesome.
Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I try to have
Well
lyrics
said.
that mean something but are vague enough so people can make it personal to themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have like a whole walk-in closet wardrobe area for your videos at this point, man? You got the shit.
It's getting
Yeah,
there.
great.
Yeah, I have like 3 large suitcases filled with crap. Like I have the next. So I have a video coming out probably in about a month and a couple weeks, and then I'm filming another one where there's a lot of costume changes. Like I'm gonna play a bunch of different genres of music. I'm gonna dress up as a country artist and a rapper.
Right on.
All
Right
kinds
on.
of stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this shit after though, but
Well, I'll throw this out there to you, man. If you're interested, premiere it on the show and come on back. We'd love to
I'll do
have
it.
it.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
let's do it.
Oh yeah. Right on.
Yeah, I think you'll like this one. It's not, well, it is kind of story driven. I mean, without giving away too much, I turned my living room into a torture chamber, and I get the shit.
The indie
Yeah.
scene, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
This
you
is where it
have
happens.
a very forgiving wife. A very forgiving wife.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I have a bunch of crap. Yeah, I have a bunch of suitcases. I have a closet filled with like green screens and
Excellence.
all that stuff. Just trying to figure it out. But I'm glad it comes out all right.
Funny videos, great music, man.
Yeah.
All you guys, fuck yeah. Great show tonight. Loved having you here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we
Hell yeah,
appreciate
it's our
it.
pleasure.
It was
Our
fun.
pleasure. Having
Enjoy.
good times, man. Right on. Kirk, I didn't mean to cut you off earlier. Did you have any shout outs you wanted to throw out?
My wife and my dogs.
Hell yeah. Well put.
Yeah, I spent 20 years in the military and so many other things. I've been and done so many things, and she's been there through it. She was my drum roadie in the 90s.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And
That's
thank
awesome.
you for your service. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah, you guys. Well, I think that's a show and a hell of a one. Thank you for our, didn't mention it,
Thank
but
you.
it's our 25th anniversary.
Woo!
So, yeah, fuck yeah. This is our
Yeah.
25th show. So, fuck yeah. Thank you guys
25
for coming.
more. 25
Hell
more.
yeah. Hell yeah.
100
Right
more.
on. Fucking A.
Nice.
And seriously, come on back when you got that video. We'll play it. We'll love to premiere it for you, man.
I appreciate it. I'll hit you up.
Right on. Sounds good.
All right.
Well, without further ado, metal, everybody.
Everybody have a good night.
You too.
Good one.
Thank you.
Woo!